welcome to this week's edition of the Sports Shuffle. I'm Jacob Byron.
And I'm Ramel Childs.
Our first topic this week is the New York Football Giants. And what is exactly going on with them is they are just awful. They are a terrible team. I don't even know what's happening. 2 Super Bowls recently and just...
Are you sure they won the Super Bowl recently? Because I can't tell.
I'm positive. They have won it recently, trust me. My dad's a big fan, and I grew up in a Giant household, but recently it's been nothing but tears in my household. The Giants have failed to really do anything worth noting except for turn the ball over and have Eli Manning get sacked. It's unfortunate that they got rid of David Carr this past offseason because he's a quarterback that's used to getting sacked and could probably play quarterback for them right now. I mean, when he was with the Texans, he got sacked more than any other quarterback in the NFL, basically. They also have a problem running the ball. I don't know what is going on. It's basically that offensive line is just horrendous. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know where the pass protection is. I don't know where the running game is.
Honestly, the pass protection is not there. They're giving up sacks on coverage, off of just straight coverage, where you'll rush 3 or 4 and drop 7, which it makes no sense. The quarterback should easily be able to pick apart a defense when you're only rushing 4, maybe 5. They've given up 11 sacks this year, and it really doesn't help that Eli Manning is turning the ball over way too much. I mean, granted, we know he's always turned the ball over in recent history, but he's always been able to recover from that, and he hasn't had the running game to help him with that. The Giants actually run for 2.7 yards a carry. That is the worst in the NFL.
Without a doubt. So this week they play the Kansas City Chiefs. You're calling the game, quick score. What do you think?
I mean, if the Giants can't get their run game together or really protect, it's going to be a blowout. I'd say I'll give the Giants a chance. I'll say 21-14. And the defense doesn't get any turnovers, so and the Chiefs don't turn the ball over. So this game could get ugly out of hand very quickly.
So 21-14 for you?
21-14.
I'm going to go the same route. I'm going to say about 28-10 because I don't think they can do anything. Next topic would be the other side of the Manning family, Peyton and his Denver Broncos, my personal favorite team. A little biased, going to be a little biased with this, but 3-0, they're just killing it. I mean, who can stop Peyton Manning right now? If you're in fantasy football, you might want to pick up one of the members of his offense. I mean, come on, Eric Decker, Demaryius Thomas, Julius Thomas, Wes Welker, the punter,
long snapper,
the kicker. They're just unbeatable right now. Both sides of the ball. Peyton Manning, 12 touchdowns, 0 turnovers right now. They're just playing perfect football.
And on top of that, most standard leagues in fantasy usually give you 25 yards is 1 point. He's thrown for 1,124 yards. At the rate he's going, he'll throw for 60, 65 touchdowns easily and about 10,000 yards.
That's a lot of yards.
That would easily shatter the record.
Clearly. So they play Philly this week.
They do.
Playing the Eagles. So your take on the game?
I mean, the Eagles didn't play very well last year. I mean, not last year. Last week, sorry. They didn't play very well last week. Again, the Michael Vick fumble machine happened. Turnover machine happened. I mean, the good thing they have going for them is they're number 1 in the league in rushing at over 200 yards a game. Time of possession, because the whole Chip Kelly offense is predicated on getting the ball out of there fast, going downfield, scoring really quickly. 24 minutes time of possession. But they're last in defense. And the way Peyton Manning's playing, that man might throw for 10 touchdowns this game. That's how bad they are.
Is that your score rendition right there? 70 to...
I don't want to say that the Broncos will score 100, but I'd say it'd be about 40. It'd be about. I'll say this will be a shootout. It'll be a 40 to 35 game.
Okay. Myself, I'm going with the same sort of a little bit of a shootout. I'm going 35-24. I think the Eagles are going to actually put up some points, which most teams haven't been able to do.
I mean, again, their running game definitely gives them a chance to win. You can control the clock. You can keep Peyton Manning off the field as teams in the past blame.
Yeah. So our next topic, getting away from football real quick, we're going to go to baseball.
Did you guys forget that baseball?
Yeah, did people baseball and hockey here?
Baseball,
hockey. Yeah. Baseball, hockey. Go to baseball.
In case you guys forgot, baseball is still going on, despite the fact that nobody's really been watching since about Hard Knocks started. So you guys might want to, if you guys forgot, the Yankees still play. The Mets, we wrote them off about Memorial Day. But yeah, about what we're going to speak on a couple of matters of baseball. On Sunday, the Astros played a game. We don't remember who they played because almost no one showed up. I don't know if the graphics. Do you see that? One person in this section, and that's just a little bit of the section. One person. On the Nielsen rating, it was a 0. Not even people in Houston wanted to watch this game. Granted, the Houston Astros have been a bad team for a very long time. I mean, they have some semblance of talent, but I mean, baseball as a whole isn't getting watched at all. I mean, it'll probably be watched, once the playoffs start, because during the week there's not much football. Tuesday, Wednesday, depending on how good the Thursday games are. People may be flipping back and forth, that kind of thing. But people watch baseball. It's still exciting. Kind of.
No, it's
No?
not. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to take this one right here and say baseball is not exciting. Baseball is America's pastime strictly for the fact that it passes time.
Fastball?
It passes time. That's all it does. You sit there you can do it when you're watching your homework, You can sit there while you clean the house or whatever. You have the game on, but it's boring. I can see why it takes too long. What, 7 games for a series? It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, with the whole baseball playoff structure, I absolutely hated the fact that they added a 5th wild card. Why did you need to have a 1-game playoff? The least y'all could do is maybe add a third wild card. Make it 6 teams. 2 series play at one time, and then the 1 and 2 seeds they both play. They both play the ALDS, however they're going to name it. Those teams get a bye, 3-game series for the first 2, then the next 5, and then 7 from there. World Series, game over. People will watch.
Quickly to another sport that has the same playoff kind of structure. Hockey recently started. In case anybody still pays attention to the NHL in any way, there's a fight this past weekend or so between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Buffalo Sabres. Why are they even bothering right now with hockey?
That's a really good question,
why bother?
Because the thing is, this happened in a preseason game, not a regular season game, not the Olympics. This happened in the preseason. The preseason. Nobody's playing for real. Not too many people playing for a roster spot. The season starts in a week. Save your fists, save your nose, save your teeth, save your dentist a trip to work. Like, come on.
See, for me, I don't believe fighting should be involved in hockey in any way because it takes away from the sport. If it's not boxing. You know what I mean?
No.
The point of the game is to score the most points, more points than the team you're facing. You can do that by hitting your opponent, or even in women.
They allow checking into the boards. There's no real issue with that. I'm not totally familiar with the rules of hockey, but again, you can check a person in the boards. I love seeing that. But the whole fighting, I mean, if they like they usually say, there's usually a player on a hockey team that's there to as an enforcer. If you hit your star player, okay, I can get that, but. I mean, it's exciting. It's exciting. It gets people to watch the Sports Center highlights in the morning.
I guess for me, I advocate a different style of hockey. I was about to say before you acculately actually cut me off there is women's hocky. In my opinion, takes a lot of skill. I've watching it collegiately a little bit, and a lot of finesse, a lot of skill, a lot of agility. Not a lot of hitting, obviously.
Because the refs definitely keep a check on that. But it's still exciting. It's still exciting to watch.
Well, no matter what, the sport is exciting. But fighting, in my opinion, should be removed from. It would make me watch more. Anyway.
It would make you watch. I mean, again, I don't really watch hockey that often, but when I do, there's usually a fight on. So it's usually because of a fight. Like ESPN News will cut into a fight, and I'm just like, oh wow, and it'd be a close game. Okay, I'll turn to whatever Fox Sports Net or something like that.
Favorite hockey team, real quick?
I'm a Devils fan. I will not lie.
Okay.
I'm a Devils fan. I'm probably gonna catch a lot of flack from a lot of you on campus.
Yeah, I go with the Ducks just randomly because I
can't stand the Ducks.
Just kind of like it
for obvious reasons.
Of course.
Didn't you guys beat the Stanley Cup in like 02?
I have no idea. I don't follow it. Come on, it's hockey.
It was 02.
It's hockey. All right. Well, for Jacob Byron,
this has been the Sports Shuffle.
Mel Childs here. Thank you.
See you guys next week.